welcome back to Mika Reaction Reviews, react and review to things on the internet, same day, same shirt, different video. And today we have another non-music reaction video, and you might have already seen this video. It went viral of a young black father speaking about critical race theory with his young black daughter. And if you don't know what critical race theory is, there has been some debate about what it really is between pro-CRT people and anti-CRT people, but the popular definition or idea of what critical race theory is basically teaching people how to be racist, how to see each other's race, how to see each other's label, how to teach children how to divide themselves, what's black, what's white. I once saw an objective like what critical race theory was, like their objective, and it was basically like, you know, like owning land and property and capitalism and entrepreneurship and scheduling is like white supremacy, and it's not meant for people of color, and if you even try as a person of color, you will just suffer mentally and emotionally. Basically trying to say that the Western structure is structured for white people and not people of color, and therefore it should be dismantled or something like that. Anyway, it's bullshit. It's all very much bullshit. You can pursue whatever you want to pursue. It really depends on your ability, your mindset, your mental, emotional, and psychological tenacity. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with skin color, but they're basically teaching the opposite in schools. And it started in university, but now it's sort of trickled down to high school, middle school, and elementary school. And it's not taught as a theory, just like a thought piece that we can discuss and talk about and debate on. It's kind of taught as a fact. And it's really disturbing because kids are just fucking kids, and you shouldn't be poisoning their innocence before they had an opportunity to develop their own ideas and perspectives and shit like that. But anyway, we're gonna get right into this short little video and then discuss it after that. Of course, I've watched it already, so this is going to be a reaction review. But before we get into it, actually, if you like these type of videos, like, comment, subscribe, hit that button to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that helps with the algorithm, guys, really does. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal, my link in the description box below and also in the comment section. It really helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, subscribe, and sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, here we go.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
Doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow, right?
Black.
And how we treat people is based on who they are and not what color they are.
And if they're nice and smart.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that. Not with my children. It's not gonna happen. My baby's gonna know that no matter what she wants to be in life, all she has to do is work hard, and she can become that.
Work hard, even though you don't know anyone. You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT. Period. Point blank. Children do not see skin color, man. They love everybody. If they're good people, they love them.
We pray for people that are hurt.
Aw, I like the little ending there. We pray for people that are hurt. So that went viral. He also did an interview with Fox News and maybe even Sky News, talking about why he made the video, and I'm not going to play that. You can search it for yourself and watch it on your own. But he basically goes through his sort of family history and talks about how multiple family members and siblings and just people in his neighborhood are either imprisoned or died of drug overdose, and saying that he just watched the destruction of his community and his city and his state, and how that for the most part his state, his city, and community was Democratic ran, and that he saw the fallacies and the faults within Democratic progressive policies and how it doesn't really help. What a lot of progressive policies and safety nets is kind of the whole, like, you know, give the man a fish, and they never really teach the man to fish, right? They never give you really the skills, the tools, the mindset, the ability to actually uplift yourself is kind of just like, here's a fish and you just have to keep coming back to me. If you don't keep voting for me, if you don't keep supporting me, then I will never give you, I won't give you any more fish. So people almost get like hooked to that system, because if they don't have it, then what are they going to do? Because they haven't, again, developed the schools or the communities or the tools or the job trainings and all those things to be able to uplift themselves and no longer need the government to help them. He's not the first Black person. He's definitely not the first person to speak out about critical race theory, but more and more Black people are actually speaking out about it. Like, surprisingly, like more and more, like every day there's another Black person on YouTube going like, this is bullshit. Because I think, like, especially when Trump brought it up and the second debate with Biden, he kind of made it seem like it was just sort of a sensitivity training thing. And I think a lot of people thought that that's what critical race theory was. It's just like teaching people how to be sensitive about other people's racial identities or history or struggles and stuff like that. But I think when Black people actually start to break it down and look at what they're actually teaching their children, they're actually getting really upset about it, because technically, again, critical race theory teaches, first of all, it teaches white supremacy. It teaches that everything in society, Western society, is created by white people and white supremacists, and therefore we all need to dismantle it. So all our inventions, all our innovations, all our architecture, all our medicine, all our academia, philosophy, history, all of that, white people did it. Nobody has anything else to do with it. So it actually teaches white supremacy. It teaches kids how to divide. It teaches kids how to not only see other people's color, but see their color, and judge people based on their color, and also judge themselves. So it's almost like, again, you're stripping away these little kids' innocence, because they didn't see that. When they saw a white kid or a Mexican kid or an Asian kid, they saw another kid. But now you're taking a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old and going, that's not just a kid, that's a white kid, and these are his labels, and this is what you should see when you see him. And you're a Black kid, and this is what you should see and know when you see yourself. And it's stripping away their innocence. It's kind of, to me, predatorial in a way. And I definitely think another thing the father said, the reason why he made the video, because his daughter came home and told him that in school she saw a video or a book of the water fountain that says whites only, and they were sort of talking about that in her class, and she came home and she asked her dad, like, well, why couldn't Black kids use the water fountain either? Like, why were they separated? And at that young age, I do think that teachers should be getting parents' consent to talk about sensitive subjects at that age when it comes to race, racial history, gender, sex, sexuality, morals, politics, history, religion. I think those things, not history, but religion, I think those things need to get parental consent at that young age, because there's a good chance, especially in this specific case, that is the very first time they're being introduced to that conversation. It's the very first time they're being introduced to that idea. And I think that conversation needs to be started and opened by the parent, whoever the parent is, whether that's grandma, auntie, uncle, big sister, not by an educator, not by a teacher, because they usually have their own ideas, their own agendas, their own ideologies. And I think that a lot of these really important conversations need to begin at home. They need to be structured at home and not in schools. I'm very much against CRT. I think if you are a parent, you really need to sit down and figure out if your child is being taught critical race theory in schools. There has been teachers in California that has been caught trying to take their their itinerary or what they're teaching kids off of line so parents can't see, which is kind of evident that maybe they know they're doing something the parents wouldn't approve of if they don't want the parents to see what they're teaching kids. It's not just sensitivity training or something like that. It's not just that. I really urge, if your kids are being taught this in school, to either pull your kids out of school. I know that's way easier than it actually is to do. Either pull them out of school, talk to your teachers, talk to the school board, protest, try to get this teaching pulled out of the school or the school system that your kids are in, because it's not helping anybody. There's so many people trying to fight the division that's going on in the States, but within education institutions, they're actually pushing it even further. What critical race theory does, and what this over magnification and this over focus on race, racial identities, labels on different racial groups, it basically hinders that person's life experiences as they get older and become adults, right? I travel as a lifestyle. I'm a lot of times around people that are completely of different races, cultures, countries, communities, languages. And if I walked around all the time going, you're this skin color, so therefore you're probably have internalized racism, you're probably a bigot, you're probably prejudiced, you're probably biased, or you're a man, so you probably are misogynist, you probably are part of the patriarchy, or you're American, or you're a Westerner, so you're probably a part of the capitalistic system. If I did that, if I walked around with all these labels around me all the time, I would have a very hard time making any deep, genuine connections with the people around me, because I will look at them as the opposition, as my oppressor. So how could I make friends with them? Like, by doing that to kids as they get older, they're going to miss out on so many opportunities and so many experiences and so many connections, because they're going to really believe the only people they can connect with is someone who looks exactly like them, because that's the only people that's not their oppressor, right? And it's really sad. I actually saw an interview of a black woman who was living abroad in Thailand, and she was asked, like, what's the hardest part of living in Thailand? And she said, well, because there are not a lot of black people around, I have a hard time making connections with people. She said that I have white friends, but because they're white and they're not black and they're not a part of my community, then I can't make deep, genuine connections with them. And that's what I mean. She's hindering her own lived experiences and her maybe opportunities to meet amazing people as she's living abroad, because she looks at them as an other, almost like alien-like. You know what I mean? Like, they're white. How could they possibly have anything in common with me? And that actually was said to me when I was younger. An auntie of mine, because I was in theater, I had a lot of white friends. An auntie of mine asked me the exact same question, like, what possibly can you have with white people? Because they grew up in that mindset of, like, they're other, we are separated, we are divided, we are not the same, we're not human beings, we do not all be red, we do not all die at the end of the day. Like, it's just ridiculous. And this is basically what they're kind of pushing into little kids' psyche these days, and it's really, really sad. And I also think it's predatorial to do that to a child, to break their innocence, to strip away their innocence from them. Of course, you have to learn about Black history at some point, but at that age, I don't really think it's necessary. And especially when it comes from like a critical race theory point of view, they're not just teaching facts, they're not just laying out the history, they're going to slant it a certain way. So they're teaching more of an ideology and sort of an indoctrination process. Yeah, Black history, teach it. High school, middle school, college, but like that little girl was like 6 years old. What does she need to know about that right now? Again, I do believe a lot of teachers step over the line as educators. I support a lot of teachers. There's a lot of great teachers out there, but a lot of teachers just step over their line. You're not the parent. You're not there to teach righteousness, morals, right and wrong, sin, like anything like that. Just lay out the facts so they can remember it and learn how to repeat it back to you, basically, because that's what school is. Anyway, that's it. I know this is a bit more serious of a video or a topic, but I do want to sprinkle these into my channel for anybody who is interested in watching them. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video that I reacted to or what I said. Did you know what critical race theory is? Are you pro or anti CRT, which is critical race theory? Let me know why or why not in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to get the notifications when I do upload, guys. All of that really does help with the algorithm. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal link in the description box below and also in the comment section. It really helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. And I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle, so if you'd like to see where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link and go subscribe to my travel vlog channel and or follow me on Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date, and you guys have an amazing day.